Place for lights are hard galore, yet somehow breeds a silent war. Good afternoon to one and all present here. Honorable Chairperson of today's debate contest, respected judges, my fellow speakers and your audience. As we delve into this debate, our team will present the case that social media, while revolutionary in connecting people across globe, has unfortunately become breeding ground for unruly and obscene activities that are deeply detrimental to the fabric of our society. While these platforms were desi- while these platforms were designed to unite us, are ironically becoming spaces where toxicity thrives and seeds for discords are sown. It is high time to acknowledge the dark side of social media and understand the urgent need to address anti-social activities that are increasingly taking roots in our virtual spaces. Well, don't you feel that the irony of social media is that while it connects us globally, it often disconnects us from humanity? Here is my fellow speaker to throw light onto this topic deeply.
जो कभी नहीं बोलती आज पिट जाएगी मेरे से
If I'm not wrong, nowadays we are surrounded by similar questions. We can call it as trends, or maybe even status symbol, like, hey, how many followers you got on Instagram? Or hey, how many likes you got on your previous feed? Chairman, sir, from my perspective, we are turning our lives and living our lives as robots in 21st century, where there is no emotion, no connection, no attention, or no relation, but only one thing: exploitation. Exploitation of human beings, their physical and mental health, their lives, and even their families. One of the most concerning negative aspects of social media is the rise of cyberbullying and online harassment. A report conducted by Cyberbullying Research Center, around 37% of people aged between just 12 to 17 have been bullied online, and around 30% of them have faced it more than once. Social media offer anonymity, which allows individuals to engage in harmful activities like harassment without even facing any immediate repercussions. This has led to severe psychological impacts, including anxiety, depression, and in some tragic cases, even suicide. I hope you all remember the case of Megan Mayer, a 13-year-old girl who took her own life because she was bullied on MySpace. This shows the online cruelty caused by social media. Another critical point is that social media has been linked with increased feeling of loneliness, social anxiety, and even social isolation. This is the paradox. This is the irony of these platforms. They were meant to connect us, but instead, they are making us more lonelier. I hope you are aware of slang word FOMO. FOMO, the fear of missing out. We constantly find ourselves comparing our behind-the-scenes life with those carefully crafted, perfect lives of influencers on social media. Is that comparison even right? Platforms are meant to keep us engaged, but at what cost? Our own mental health? The constant pings of notification, the endless hours of scrolls, and the desperation for likes and views can lead to what psychologists refer as social media addiction. And then there's the issue of privacy. The latest data privacy scandal brought us home on how little nuggets of information can be exploited and manipulated against us, making us vulnerable in ways we never imagined. What does this all mean then? Overwhelming? Yes. Maybe even helpless. Social media has great power. But, as once Voltaire said, and I quote, great power comes with great responsibility. So we have to be more aware, more mindful, and more responsible on how we use our power. Now, let's listen to the gist of talk.
We have heard compelling arguments today on the undeniable impact of social media on our society. Well, some argue that social media benefits more positively, such as sharing of beautiful memories, global outreach, and empowerment of marginalized voices, outweighs the negative. However, we cannot turn a blind eye to its mounting evidence of harm, which includes your mental health crisis to the erosion of trust at this very age. These all are the consequences of the toxic nature that social media possesses. So, I ask you, can we truly afford to ignore the growing evidence that social media is becoming a hub of antisocial activities? Or is it the time to confront the reality that these platforms do more harm than good? We must acknowledge the deeper, darker underbelly of social media, which includes cyberbullying, misinformation, hate speeches, polarization, tokenism, violation of privacy, and what not. But the good news is, the future lies in our hands. If we work together, we can build a society which will be more healthier and we can truly enrich our lives, making India a truly and economically, globally and sustainably developed and advanced country. Remember, to preserve our humanity, we must rethink, rebuild and restrain before these platforms consumes us. And let's disconnect from the world of endless screens and live our life beyond the memes. Thank you. Yes, social media helps us to connect, communicate, and interact. But my fellow speakers are falling short in some stances. Like they pointed out, cyberbullying and the problem, actual problems behind cyberbullying lies within the people themselves. But tell me, what's the medium behind this? Of course, it's social media, which has left deep and scared millions of lives of millions of people. Misinformation and addictive nature of social media, especially during the time of COVID-19, had made us now more isolated and alone more than ever. And these incidents are not isolated ones, these are inextricably woven in the deep fabric of social media. And remember, turning a blind eye to a problem is not the solution or the problem. And that's why social media is becoming a hub of anti-social activities. Thank you.